Yo, 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 King Earner coming to y'all live and direct. I always hear people speak on Donald Trump. I've been getting a lot of requests. Anybody that's out there, man, that want to make a request, make your request. My request was that I speak on him with all honesty. And today we're going to give it. This is called the Honesty Day, Saturdays. For the most part, we must remember and understand that no president will be for our people. The reason why is because at one time we governed ourselves. So when we have other individuals govern us upon their freedom or what they call freedom, it will never work in our favor. At the same time, I want people to understand that each of those presidents had a lot of wrong to them, and some of them I can kind of say had, I guess, their good side too. Donald Trump, as far as I'm concerned, the only good thing I've seen him do was let people go from prison. Like when Kim Kardashian made the call, he said boom, and he let the lady go. But for the most part, you can let somebody go, and then what? She might be left out here to drown again and wind up going through the same things. Donald Trump is a guy who focuses on business. If you're not for business, then you won't understand Donald Trump, because he's going to make all type of accusations of him being racist. When a man has dealt with a lot of different people, a lot of different cultures, I mean, he was at predominantly one of the biggest spots that got to do with money and casino in Atlantic City. But for the most part, let's get an understanding. Let's get something clear here. No businessman, no president is going to tend to your feelings. And a lot of times we get it mixed up where as though we begin to think that what we say and how the things that we say we want to go, it must go. And, that don't happen like that. The way it happens is you have to create your own lane. You have to start making steps at building your success. And you can't worry about how it is. For instance, wherever I'm at, and I have this with me, and I have that with me, I'm gonna record. I'm gonna set up somehow, some way. So the reason why I'm gonna do it, because I want the message. This is how I give my charity back. This is my freedom, my free gift back to the community, being as though a lot of different events and a lot of different places I charge. Anybody that wanna book me for anything, Honor Your Life Campaign 720@gmail.com. But like I was saying, when it comes down to the youth, I give out free things that I get from my heart. A lot of times I give out trans passes, I give out advice, I give out a lot of different things. I give out book bags, I give out money during the year when children don't have. And the reason why I do these things is because I know what level I would have took it at a time when it came down to, me not having. When I was a younger individual, we tend to try to keep up with the Joneses or don't want to be talked about, so we need some money somehow. And I want for everybody to understand that those type of personal needs and things that I'm speaking on, no president can touch. President can't make sure welfare stay on. You know why the president really can't? Because that's going to be something that's going to be a bill passed down, so it's going to be hard for him to do without it. So I want for people to stop even depending on that, though. Like, go for a different focus. Go for something like a job, or create your job. Or everyone can go from right here and get an EIN number. See, we're allowing them to control us because at the end of the day, let's think about it. You have friends, you have family to support that you can make graduate into the next level, but you don't want them to do that. That's why you don't support them. So that's why 9 times out of 10, you're always crying. If you look into the community, we have someone in the area of how can I say it, like the uptown area by the name of Cheryl Parker. Very respectable lady, very honorable lady, but at the same time, the money, the funds, they're governed towards certain things. The people don't never get a chance to know what those things is. So individuals like myself that get programs, we get stuck at the bottom of the barrel. Because it's a bigger program that might not be touching no hearts at all, but because so-and-so know this person and so-and-so know that person, then their program is going to be in front. Individual like me, my program will always be in the back, but it will always be the loudest in people's ears. The reason why is because I'm speaking truth. So truth gets hidden, right, in the hearts of the people, though, but it goes far. You don't understand because you'll start seeing things like people mimic certain things. The word honor. The honor has been restored in certain areas in certain ways, and they know that only those of honor, us, we the only ones that really put that brand out there like that. You know, me and Leek Moss, we kind of like targeted on this earnest thing real deeply, and when we done that, a lot of people took to it. But what ended up happening is we stopped. See, you hear what I'm saying? We stopped working on that project, moved to another project, and look what happens. It'll slow down. But if you're always promoting it somehow, I don't care if it's a hashtag, then you're controlling what? Something that you call your business, your domain. And if you have the power, over that, and if you got the strength, and if you got the ability to go all the time, go all the time. And then you don't have to worry about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is only a person put in place that's a puppet that says certain things. He didn't mind being that puppet. You know why? Because he had enough heart to say, I'm going to take control and say what I want to do. And that's what we don't have out of our presidents, our black president. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to ruffle nobody's feathers. And he done a good job at what I could say a black president would do, because we'd have had an Uncle Tom going there. He wasn't Uncle Tom. He was a very honorable man. His wife, I'm pretty sure she helped a lot of it stay in play. And that's what y'all got to remember. And this is for the youth too. Remember that a woman is your stronghold. Like, that's your strength. Although you don't let her run your life, but you remember certain things she say to you. Babe, you shouldn't go out today. You should chill. You should relax. Or, babe, let's go do this because that and that is going on. You need to listen to her when she speaks. And that's just a little game within, because I'm only speaking politics right now, but I want to give y'all some understanding that we can't focus on Donald Trump. We can't do it. If we focus on Donald Trump, we're going to focus on losing, and we can't lose. Am I right or am I wrong? If we lose, it's over. So we got to start targeting our little homies, letting them know, the ones you see that's getting money out in the street, pulling his coat. Listen, shh, don't tell nobody. But although you want him to tell somebody, but not like tell the world, keep it quiet, because a lot of people ain't gonna like to put it out there. Listen, let's go in on the business. Let's stop selling drugs. Let's invest our money in something that's good. Now, we're not talking about pay attention to the wrong things, because you can end up paying attention to the wrong things and picking up the wrong ideas, and you'll make a mistake somewhere, and you'll mix getting money with mixing it with illegal things, and you can't go that route, man. And a lot of people say to me, if you go broke, or if this happened, what you mean if? I'm not here faking like nobody else. I'm the person giving the message that's not a millionaire. I'm the person giving the message that got a whole lot of respect for those that's in the communities, whereas though I always go. See, the thing is that I don't throw my camera on to be around big people. It might be a big person that's there and everybody want to take pictures with him, and I might just want to converse with him and see what's going on in his mind so I can pick up how I can go to the next step also. It's called sharing ideas, not stealing, but sharing ideas. If you share ideas, you're going to pick up that you'll be successful. You'll feel good about that success. So focus, people, focus. And this is to everybody. I don't care if you're orange. Listen to me. I don't care if you're pale green, pale white. I don't care. Whatever you are. The only way you're going to succeed is grabbing knowledge of things and keeping it amongst the people that you're around and helping them grow. But if you grab that knowledge to yourself and keep it to yourself, nothing around you will grow. Now, let's get an understanding that that's a difference from you trying to give knowledge to individuals and they don't want to accept it and they don't grow. See, that's a whole difference. You have to make sure if they accept, you continue to give it to them. If they don't accept, you have to continue to grow. You never know what inch they may jump on and say, you know what, I'm going to grow now too. Damn, I see what he got going on. I'm about to grow. Nah, listen to me. It's all about strength. Strength is in numbers, that's true. But you want them numbers to be stronger also. You don't want them numbers to be the weakest of the weakest. You want the You want it to be tight. You see what I'm saying? And, like I said, Donald Trump, of course, I do not like anything about him. Of course, I feel like he's racist in some instances of the things he say. I just understand he's a businessman, and I also understand that if he ever seen me, he will respect me. And that's what you gotta put in place as a person when you come down to principles. Forget what everybody say about an individual. When you in front of that person, how does that person carry it? I'm King Earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. I wanted to get this message to let the youth understand that don't ponder and worry about who's in place. If you want to really, really be concerned about that, just go vote. It's enough of us to get whoever we want in office, but we have to vote. For some individuals who don't vote and you cry all the time, understand this is what happens. So you have to vote. Start making voting something that is like a need. I'm not going to say an obligation because that'll be wrong, but a need for you to do if you care about your community and you want things to go in your way. Or run, or clean it up yourself. It's not an easy job. I'm gonna tell you one thing: the ones who have an easy job don't make it easy, and that's the police. And that's one thing that I feel as though Trump was way out of pocket. You know why? Because he gave it like a all go on black people murder spree at one time. He done that. I remember that. And that's what makes me look at him like, okay, you free people on one end, and then on the other, your goal, it seems like it is to me, to make us in shackles. I don't really care for you. I don't care for anything that got to do with you. I just want my people to understand that if you do care, go vote. In the city of Philadelphia, we got Tom Wolf coming up soon. Everybody talk bad about Wolf, but let me give you one understanding what Wolf done for me before. He wrote a state judge. My grandmother was sick, wanted me to come down. It was really up, it was really up to the wardens and how they go about it, unless the judge really make on it. And Tom Wolf wrote advising that this happened. Now, it didn't happen. But guess what? He wrote me back and apologized for it not happening. So I need for everybody to get ready to do that. I got a big thing going on with Local 49. Listen, a big thing. It's Ward 49, Local 332. I think they may be a part of it also, but I know the 49th Ward is a part of it. And it's big, man. I want the kids to come out. I want the people to come out. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do a canvas thing where everybody go to door to door to door to door, right? And then we're going to eat. Everybody's going to have a nice little meal. We might have a couple little other secret things going on for the kids out there. Just come through. But it's just not for the kids. It's for everybody in that community. But again, I want for everybody to tune into the Honor Your Life campaign. I want for everybody to focus on what you're going to do to change your community instead of worrying about what one of these political people going to do. You have to begin to change it yourself. King Earner, live and direct.